I may not have been a movie star, but I knew I was pretty. I had dark hair, young skin, and was a local looker to be sure. I could have married anyone I wanted in this town, but I chose to marry my man. I'd say he was lucky I did too, because of all the prospects I had. His good fortune must not have been enough to stop his eye from wandering, though. Cleaning his laundry one day, I found a letter so salacious it made me blush. But it wasn't the details on the page, rather the assertion. Why don't you leave that old thing that caused me to see red? How dare this woman, whoever she was, call me, of all people, that old thing? To think anyone could look at him and look at me and think he was the aggrieved party, he was worth pitying, and he felt it valid enough to keep that letter. Rage bubbled up inside me from my feet to my eyeballs, and I couldn't help but think of all the times that banker's son commented on how nice I looked, but then how many times I had to come home and cook my husband's supper, or how often I'd put on a nice dress and him not to say a word. I got so mad I began to tingle and shake. Before I knew it, I had opened his closet and pulled out his gun. I loaded it in a fury and took off running down the street till I made it to the Shell station. I heard the bang, 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 and I finally came to my senses when I realized the noise had come from my own hands. That husband of mine was huddled in the corner and he cried out, "Don't do it, Myrtle," when it all went red again. He dare call out to me, Myrtle, his wife, when I knew what he thought of me and what he had done with her. And I fired. Realizing what I had done, I took off running again up High Street. The last bang I heard was the one I fired right at myself when I heard the police closing in. The papers all reported how I, this beautiful young woman, had turned on my husband. They even knew how much prettier I was than him. He would still be here if only he had known.